Hello everybody, hello fellows, welcome back on my channel. This is Lukáš from the Czech Republic and I'm shooting video number 7 to show you how far I have got with the build of my AIDA Stella cruise ship. And as you can see, this is a beautiful angle, this is a beautiful shot of the model. This is how far I've got so far. So basically you can see that there are lots of things already done. So I'm gonna show you from the bow of the ship. So you know, you can see the bulbous bow here. You can see the thrusters on the bow here on the front. You can see the beautiful lips and the eyes, which is the very distinctive mark of this AIDA company. As you can see, what I have achieved is that I've got the superstructures built up on this is the starboard side, this is the port side. And what is really beautiful is the row of the lifeboats on each side of the ship. As you can see, there are also the bulkheads inside of the ship in the middle that are basically supporting the shape of the superstructures, keeping them straight. And also each level of each bulkhead, like this level and this level, they basically are ready for installation of the decks of the upper decks as I'm going to be building the ship. Further, you will see that the decks will be basically placed on top of the bulkheads. So this is the beautiful angle of this model. Now what I'm going to show you is I'm going to give you a bird's eye review of the model. So this is the, let me take this away, right? And now this is the bird's eye flyby basically over the ship. So you can see this is the front deck there. You can see the beautiful pool also even almost on the very front of the ship on the bow. Now you can see this is the bulkhead, and this is a very interesting angle to basically go through the superstructures. And you can see that there is this deck, the middle section in there. And now I'm going to show you the balconies, the cabins of the passengers, the passenger cabins if you like. These are the thrusters. Here you can see the thrusters, right? And now let's just very slowly passing by the ship. You can see that the stand is not painted the color Revell wanted me to paint it. They very basically wanted me to paint it blue, but I've decided to paint the stand with this gray paint. The most important thing for me was the AIDA Stella words, the decal, to be clearly visible on the stand. That was my only point, you know. So I was just thinking, you know, I was basically sort of making the decision, and I was like, okay, am I going to paint it blue as Revell wants me to, or am I going to paint it with a different color? The most important thing to me was basically that the words AIDA Stella had to be clearly visible on the stand. So I picked this gray color. I think it's not a problem. It's just, you know, it's my model anyway, so I can, you know, basically pick whatever color I want, you know. So I like that. I like the stand like this. So here you can see the lifeboats. I think this is really cool. Look at that. We are now basically passing by. You can count on all the lifeboats. You can see that those lifeboats on the stern, that are basically closer to the stern of the ship, these are even having also the pure plastic part. So basically you can see the beautiful windows in the lifeboats. Look at that. I am going to zoom it in for you. Right, here it is. Isn't it beautiful? So those lifeboats, they have these beautiful windows there. And now you can see those barrels. And I think these are the barrels that can be basically thrown off the ship in the water. And basically what happens that I believe as soon as they touch the water, they will basically open up and you will see the beautiful, I believe they are red or yellow rafts. They will basically, the barrels will open up and the rafts will inflate themselves, and they will be ready to accommodate the passengers that are going to abandon the ship, you know. So this is the point of these barrels. I like that detailing on these. This is really cool. I think Ravel has got this really great, and I think that I also succeeded when trying to implement them in the model. So this is my beautiful ship. So you can see that I don't have the propellers yet on the bottom of the hull. The propellers will be one of the last things to be bonded, because you know, obviously when you are building the model, you keep moving the stuff and you keep spinning it around and you keep sort of moving around the whole thing, and the propellers, they would be sort of exposed to any damage, you know. So I want to prevent this from happening. So basically I have not bonded the propellers on the bottom of the ship yet, because I basically want to spare them until the very last moment. The same is with the stabilizers. I keep repeating this in my videos. You can see over here that those stabilizers are fixed with the paper tape. You can see that very clearly here, because again, if I take off the paper tape, the stabilizers would keep coming out and in and out and in, you know, because they are basically very clear, very easily movable. And again, if the stabilizer gets out of the hull, sort of it would be like sticking out, you know what I mean? That would, again, the stabilizer would be exposed to any risk of damage, because again, as you are moving with the model and you are moving the thing and turning, spinning around and sort of working with your hands around the model, again the stabilizers would be in danger. And as I said in my previous video, once broken, you never fix them. There is no turning back, basically. You know, at this stage of the build, if you break the stabilizer, there is no way to get inside and fix it. So again, the stabilizers will be held or fixed with the paper tape until the very last moment, until the ship is basically completely finished, because I want to spare them. I don't want to break the stabilizers, you know. So this is it. This is my AIDA Stella. So this is my model. And guys, have you seen the movie Titanic? 1997, James Cameron's Titanic. You remember the behind the scenes documentaries? $1 million shot, like the camera flying over the ship. So this is my $1 million shot. There you go. You can see the bulkheads in the rear. This is the stern of the ship. This is the aft bulkhead. And this is what the ship looks like in the inside. And this is beautiful. This is cool. I mean, some of the details of the ship are already done since the very beginning. Like on the stern here, you can see that there is the pool over there, and then you've got this painting on the floor, which is basically obviously a decals, right? And if I move the camera to the front of the ship, you will see the windows. I simply love that. These are all windows. You can see that, right? This is beautiful. Like, I mean, this, and here, these are windows. Basically pure parts, pure plastic parts. And this is basically the railings, because later on I'm going to build in sort of a cube from inside, in the inside right there. And you will see beautiful tiny windows there. And this pure part, this plastic pure part, basically is the sort of glass railing on the terrace, on the balcony of the future cabins, because there are going to be like cabins inside there, and the same thing will be on the other side over there. And you can see here also the sort of the plastic railings. So the railings here are basically made of glass. You can see that on the real ship they are basically railings made of glass. So beautiful. Moving further to the front of the ship, and you will see something we called forecastle deck on the Titanic, but I don't think this is called forecastle deck on the modern ships. And you can see that there is a railing as well. Here is a railing with the wooden brown top edge of the railing, which is basically the handlebar, I think. And that is a beautiful tiny pool, right? I mean, I love it. So here you go. This is my AIDA. So fingers crossed. I am moving further with the build. I'm moving on, and she starts to look really awesome. She starts to look gorgeous. I like it. So here you are. Alright. So this is how far I've got so far. So I'm hoping you enjoyed the video. Of course, you can like the video. You can subscribe to my channel. You can follow my channel. You can do whatever you want. I will appreciate every single like. I will appreciate every single new subscriber to my channel. And I will appreciate any feedback from you. So take care everybody, and fingers crossed I'm going to shoot more videos in the near future again. So take care everybody, and be safe. Enjoy the summer. Bye bye everybody.